Hey guys, it's Bill from Linden, Tennessee. Haven't done a whole lot on the Volkswagen recently. I've been waiting for a new condenser for the air conditioning system. As most of you would know, a condenser usually goes up in front, up ahead of the radiator. I'm not going to have a radiator in front, and I'd rather not have a condenser in front. I'd rather just block that whole area off and make it better for aerodynamics. So what I want to do is put the condenser up underneath the bed in front of this rear battery box. But I ordered one from Amazon based on the dimensions that it had listed, and I got it, and they were completely not that. So I got to send that back, and I'm going to go to Summit just to get the one I want. In the meantime, I've been working on this Cub Cadet. I got this all apart. I took the frame and sandblasted it and doing all kinds of other stuff, working on the clutch and all the different motors for it. But Volkswagen wise, I got to start working on this dashboard. What a mess. Holy cow, what a mess. There's all kinds of YouTube videos talking about how to DIY repair your dashboard. And they usually have like 2 or 3 cracks. Well, there's one guy on there that had a whole lot more than this. And he just basically like cut right here, cut all the way along here, and then just got rid of this whole back mess, filled it in with expanding foam, sanded that down, put body filler or Bondo glass or whatever on top of it, and then I don't remember if he painted it or if he vinyl coated it, but whatever he did, that's probably what I'm going to end up having to do. One thing that he had going for him that I don't is on the back side of his dashboard. His was all metal. Mine is some metal, just those little strips. Otherwise, it's just held together with plastic and then this cardboard stuff. There's really no structure to it. Interestingly, this was made in USA. How about that? In February 1st of 1980. So there you go. Yeah, I've got this defroster duct. It's just made of cardboard. And then this whole, everything is made of cardboard. And then these little clips, that's what holds it onto the structure of the truck. What concerns me is how this is delaminated and how this is dropped down. Now I don't know if this is dropped down because it's sagging or if it's dropped down because this part has risen. I don't know. I tend to think this side's the worst. This side's the worst with the delamination too. I tend to think that the top part of this has risen, has bowed up, as opposed to this piece flexing, because this has got some 3D sort of structure, whereas this is just a solid, just one sort of sheet. And I could see that bowing more than I could see this deforming. So, got a couple options. Ow. Do like what I was saying before, just cut all this out and rebuild it. The way to fix this normally, hold on. Right. I bought one of the DIY videos said to get one of these little plastic welding kits. It's basically just a big soldering iron. It's got these little strips of plastic that you use the soldering iron to melt, and then you just sort of smoosh it into the cracks. You V these out, you groove these out real big, and then you just start applying that plastic into it, and then you build it up. And I guess the plastic is stronger or more rigid than just Bondo would be. And then after that, you come over it with some of this plastic adhesive promotion stuff, and then you put some of this padded dash filler on it. This may or may not be different than just Bondo, I don't know. And then you come over it with 1 or 2 coats of this texture coating, which is basically just undercoating, like you'd spray on the bottom of a truck or in the bed of a truck or something, I don't know. But since I have this stuff, since I bought this stuff, I'm going to go ahead and use this stuff. And what I'll probably do is, since this side is the less nasty, like do this side first. Maybe, yeah, just groove this out and do this side first. And then possibly as my technique improves, then I can work my way towards this disaster over here. I took a angle grinder with a flap disc on it and just kind of sanded this down flat just to see how bad off it is. And this isn't actually terrible. This is pretty bad. I'm guessing this was vinyl coated at one time because this had just bubbled up, like the vinyl had separated from this foam, and so this just bubbled up, and I just flipped all that off with a finger. So that's pretty nasty. But a lot of this stuff just flips off, just comes off. But anyway, that I think is my next big project. And then I guess the third option, I don't know what number I'm on. The third option would be just a completely new custom dash. Just form some sheet metal along there and do kind of like a wire form. Do like a wire form and either make my own metal dash or use that wire form to hold up fiberglass and just do a fiberglass dashboard. And if I did that, then I could just make my own custom dash instrument readouts and all that stuff. And if you don't have the factory instrument panel in here, there is actually a lot of real estate in here to put EV specific gauges. And now that I'm looking at this part here is bent down pretty bad. Wonder if it's melted or what happened. I don't know, but that's pretty nasty. Actually, that's really nasty. It's just surprising that the factory dashboard fits in there at all. I don't know, man. I'm gonna have to think about it, because I need to have defroster vents, of course. I need to have regular vents, and a glove box sure would be nice. But the rest of this, I'm not really all that married to. That's where the steering column comes through, and then there's a little dash pad that goes underneath all of this. This part here, that goes underneath all of it. That's actually not too bad. So it's kind of like a little shelf. Goes underneath all that, and it's a little shelf you can put your stuff. So what may end up happening, I'm gonna go ahead and try and fix this first. If I can't fix it, then I'll just make one, and then yeah, then I'll just reuse that either way because that's kind of nice. Right. So that's what I've been up to. I don't know when I'm going to get to starting on this. This has been kind of a slow weekend for doing anything. To drive into town today to go drop off that condenser at the UPS store, and then we went and had lunch, and I'm just not in the right clothes to be working out here in the garage. I've got my nice expensive pants on, so we may call it an early weekend for now. And I don't know, if I do another video, maybe I'll add it to this, or maybe I'll just end this one now. We'll see you next time.